Hi everyone, it is Elena J. Ingle and I am back today with video number 19 in the series I'm doing, which means there's only one more video after this one. Crazy! And this series is less popular alternatives to the top 100 girl names of the year 2014. And today I'm going to be talking about names 10 through 6. We're in the top 10 girl names now. And of course, number 10 in the year 2014 was the name Charlotte. This is a French feminine form of Carl, which means free man. This is the capital of the state of North Carolina. There are many past princesses named Charlotte, and of course this is strongly associated currently with the little baby princess Charlotte of Wales. This is also associated with the book and film Charlotte's Web. My kids love the animated film version of that. There are several actresses with this name, including actress Charlotte Ross, English actress Charlotte Riley, Charlotte Gainsbourg, and Charlotte Hope, who is from Game of Thrones. Charlotte Bronte is of course one of the three Bronte sisters who are authors. There is of course the opera singer Charlotte Church, the classic series The True Confession of Charlotte Doyle, and there are several celebrity daughters with this name, including Sarah Michelle Gellar's daughter, Dylan McDermott's daughter, and Chelsea Clinton's daughter. This has always been the top 400 girl names in the US, was in the top 100 girl names from 1908 through 1953, re-entered the top 100 in 2007, and just now is a top 10 girl name for the first time in 2014. This is a name I've always loved. I always loved old-fashioned names as a little girl, and people would make fun of me for it. And now names like that are entering the top 10 girl names in the US. It's crazy. This is a name that has loads of adorable nickname options, and I totally get why this name is a top 10 name. Now, if you're someone who doesn't want to use a popular name, I would definitely avoid Charlotte. But again, this is a name that deserves to be ranked so high. My first Charlotte alternative I have is Lieselot. This is a German name that means God's promise to man. It is a combination of Elise and Charlotte. This is the name of a Valkyrie from the Valkyrie game series, and the name of a character from the Towering Inferno. And in Germany they use the nickname Lilo for this, which I think is super adorable. And I think someone who likes Charlotte might like Lieselot for that similar look. My next Charlotte alternative I have is Charlotta. This is a Swedish feminine form of Carl that again means free man. This is a name I'm crazy about right now because I'm rereading the Anne of Green Gables series, and there is a wonderful character named Charlotta in those. In fact, there is one girl named Charlotta who has three sisters, and they all go by Charlotta, even though that's not all of their names. It's awesome. Another great association with this name was civil rights activist Charlotta Bass. I think someone who likes Charlotte might like Charlotta for that similar look and sound. They have the same meaning, and Charlotta could even go by Charlotte as a nickname. And my last Charlotte alternative I have is the very similar Carlotta. This is an Italian feminine form of Carl, which again means free man, and this is very strongly associated with one of the supporting characters from the Phantom of the Opera. I love that association very much. This is in the top 1,000 girl names from 1936 through 1960, but is not currently. And I think someone who likes Charlotte might like Carlotta for that similar look. They have the same meaning, and of course Carlotta could honor a Charlotte as well. At number 9 in the year 2014 was the name Madison. This is an English name that means son of Maud or son of Matthew. This is another capital name. It is the capital of the state Wisconsin, and allegedly this name was exclusively a male name through about 1984 when the film Splash came out, where the actress Daryl Hannah played a mermaid who named herself the first name she saw, which was on the street sign that said Madison. There are several young actresses named Madison, including Madison Lintz from The Walking Dead, Madison Davenport, who was recently in the film Noah, and Madison Pettis from The Fosters, and Madison McLaughlin from Chicago PD. Madison Ziegler is one of the little girls from Dance Moms, and Emma Roberts' character in American Horror Story is named Madison. This is a presidential name as well, of course. This entered the top 1,000 girl names in 1985. It was never in the top 1,000 girl names before that, and it entered all the way up at 627. This has been in the top 100 girl names since 1993, and has been in the top 10 girl names since 1997. This is a name I definitely find extremely dated, and my husband's grandpa's middle name was Madison, and so I have a soft spot for it on a boy, and I actually think it would be a lot fresher on a boy instead of a girl in 2016 because it has been so popular for girls for so long now. My first Madison alternative I have is Madeira or Madeira. This is a Portuguese name that means sweet wine. This is the name of a Moroccan island. It is also the name of a Florida beach where I spent a lot of my childhood, and so I definitely have a sweet spot for this name. I think it's so lovely, and I think someone who likes Madison might like Madeira because they're both 3-syllable names that begin in M-A-D. My next Madison alternative I have is Magdalene. This is a Greek name that means tower and can also be pronounced Magdalena or Magdalene. This is very strongly associated with the incredible character Mary Magdalene in the New Testament in the Bible. There is a college in Cambridge called Magdalene, and the main character in the Fallen book series by author Lauren Kate is named Magdalene as well. I think this name is absolutely stunning, and I think she could go by Maggie or Maddie as a nickname, which would be a huge plus to using this name on your little girl. This was a top 1,000 girl name through 1944, but has not been in the top 1,000 since then. And I think someone who likes Madison might like Magdalene for the similar look and sound. And my last Madison alternative I have is Madge. This is a diminutive of Margaret, which means pearl, great meaning. Madge Undersea is the name of a schoolmate of Katniss's in the Hunger Games books, and Madge Sinclair is the name of the actress who did the voice of Sarabi in the Lion King. I also think it's fun that the singer Madonna is known as Madge as a nickname occasionally. This was a top 1,000 girl names through 1948, but has not been in the top 1,000 since then. And I think someone who likes Madison might like Madge for the similar sound, and because Madge could be a nickname for Madison. At number 8 in the year 2014 was the name Abigail. This is an English form of a Hebrew name that means father's joy, really great meaning. Abigail is of course a biblical name. It is the name of one of the wives of King David, as well as the nurse to Rebecca. And a few years ago I started a series that I would like to continue soon that I have not worked on for a little bit, where I talk about biblical girl names, and I did talk about the name Abigail and the characters out of the Bible in that. There were 2 former first ladies named Abigail, Abigail Adams and Abigail Fillmore. There's an actress, of course, named Abigail Breslin, who is rising and very popular right now. Cowboys and Aliens actress Abigail Spencer. Blue Bloods actress Abigail Hawke. Abigail Van Buren is the full name of the Dear Abby journalist, and there are characters named Abigail in most soap operas as well. This is a name I do see frequently as a middle name, and I go to church and it seems like almost half the little girls I see born in the church are named Abigail, so it's extremely popular and I just know loads of them. This was a top 1,000 girl name through 1906, re-entered in 1939, and has been in the top 100 since 1989, and has been in the top 10 girl names since 2001. First Abigail alternative I have is Abigail. This is the original Hebrew form of Abigail, which again means father's joy. This can also be pronounced Abigail as well, and is otherwise very rare in the US. But I think someone who likes Abigail might like Abigail because of they're only one letter apart in their spelling and pronunciation. They have the same meaning. Abigail can honor an Abigail, and the biggest plus for me personally is that I don't like that Abigail has the word big in the middle of it. And if you use Abigail instead, that gets rid of that word being right in the middle of the name. My next Abigail alternative I have is Abital or Abital. This is the Hebrew name that means father's dew of night. Abital in the Bible was the name of another one of the wives of King David, and this is another name that I brought up in that video I made a few years ago of biblical A girl names. This is extremely popular in Israel right now as well. And I think someone who likes Abigail might like Abital because they have a similar sound. They can both go by Abby, and they are both Old Testament biblical names. My last Abigail alternative I have is Abilene. This is a Hebrew name that means grass and is the name of a city in Texas and a biblical city as well. I was super excited when the film The Help came out because the main character's name is the very similar Abilene, which comes from the same roots, and I love the book as well. There's also a Sheryl Crow song called Abilene. I think someone who likes Abigail might like Abilene for the similar sound and because they can both go by Abby. At number 7 in the year 2014 was the name Emily. This is a feminine form of the name Emile, which means rival. There is a supermodel named Emily Ratajkowski. Several British actresses named Emily, including Emily Blunt, Emily Mortimer, and Emily Watson, and Emily Browning. Emily Bett Rickards is from the show Arrow. Actress Emily Van Camp is from the show Revenge, and actress Emily Deschanel was in the show Bones. There's Emily Osmond, who is from Hannah Montana, author Emily Bronte, one of the Bronte sisters, poetess Emily Dickinson, and Emily Elizabeth from the Clifford the Big Red Dog's books. Also, L.M. Montgomery, who wrote the Anne of Green Gables books that I adore so much, also wrote a series called Emily of New Moon. This has always been in the top 300 girl names in the US, has been in the top 100 since 1973, and has been in the top 10 girl names since 1991, 25 years now, and was actually the #1 girl's name in the US from the years 1996 through 2007. Emily is definitely not a fresh name, but I do think it would be super sweet to see as a middle name. My first Emily alternative I have is Emmeline. This is a German name that means work and can also be pronounced Emmeline. This is the name of one of Anne's students in the Anne of Green Gables series. Emmeline Vance is the name of a Harry Potter character. There's an opera called Emmeline, and Christian Bale has a daughter named Emmeline. This is a name I definitely associate with Megan, who is Tulip by Any Name on YouTube, because it has been her favorite girl name for quite a while now. This was in the top 1,000 girl names for the first time in 2014 at 907. I love seeing it used. And I think someone who likes Emily might like Emmeline because of the similar sound, because Emmeline can honor an Emily, and Emmeline could go by Emily as a nickname. My next Emily alternative I have is Sicily. This is the name of a famous Italian Mediterranean city, but is extremely rare as a name otherwise, and I think it is just absolutely stunning. And I think someone who likes Emily might like Sicily because they are both 3-syllable names that end in ILY. And my last Emily alternative I have is Adelie. This is a French form of the name Otilda, which means prosperous battle, and can also be pronounced Otilia. Adelie Wildermuth is the name of a German children's book author from the 1800s, and Robert Louis Stevenson wrote a poem called To Adelie. I really like that. This was in the top 1,000 girl names 3 years at the beginning of the 20th century, but has not been since then, and I think someone who likes Emily might like Adelie for the similar sound. And my last name for this video at number 6 in the year 2014 was the name Mia. This is the Italian word for mine. I really like that. There's an English singer named Mia and an English actress named Mia Wasikowska. She's been in lots of films lately, most recently the Alice Through the Looking Glass film. Ferris Bueller actress Mia Sara. There's an actress named Mia Kirshner, of course, and actress Mia Farrow. Shia LaBeouf's fiance is named Mia McGoth. This is definitely associated with soccer player Mia Hamm, and the character that Anne Hathaway plays in The Princess Diaries is named Mia. Singer Steve Tyler and actress Kate Winslet both have daughters named Mia as well. This entered the top 1,000 girl names in 1964, all the way up at 568, and has been in the top 100 girl names since 2000 and in the top 10 girl names since 2009. My first Mia alternative I have is Mina. This is a German name that means love. There is a character in Bram Stoker's Dracula named Mina. Sailor Venus from the Sailor Moon series is named Mina. There is a famous Italian singer who goes by just Mina, and the little girl in the children's book Skellig that I really enjoyed when I was in elementary school is named Mina as well. This was in the top 1,000 girl names through 1947, re-entered in 2002, and is now ranked at 687. I think this name is absolutely darling and totally needs to be used more. And I think someone who likes Mia might like Mina because they're only one letter apart in their spelling and pronunciation. My next Mia alternative I have is Nia. Nia is a Swahili name that means purpose. I really like that. Nia Vardalos is the name of the actress from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. There is, of course, actress Nia Long and actress Nia Peoples. And there's a dancer from Dance Moms named Nia Sue Frazier. This first entered the top 1,000 girl names in 1974 and is now ranked at 487. I think it's so cool that it's rising in popularity. And I think someone who likes Mia might like Nia because, again, they're only one letter apart in their spelling and pronunciation. And my last Mia alternative I have is Damia. This is a feminine form of Damien, which means to tame. There is an Anne Caffey novel called Damia, and there is a city in Jordan called Damia, but it is otherwise an extremely rare name. And I think someone who likes Mia might like Damia because you could go by the nickname Mia if your name was Damia. And that is it for this video. Please let me know what your favorite alternatives I listed were in the comments below, and any other alternatives that you like for these names. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!